Wallace and Gromit are back for a new stop motion animated film on Netflix, Vengeance, Most Fowl. So today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin. All I do here is watch movies and shows in theaters and on streaming services. Gromit's concern that Wallace has become over-dependent on his invention proves justified when Wallace invents a smart gnome that seems to develop a mind of its own. I absolutely love Wallace and Gromit. They are hilarious. From the films and shorts that I have seen, they always put a smile on my face, and I always admire the work that goes into stop motion animation. Even if it's a film that isn't very good, I still admire all the work and dedication that goes into these movies. And with the stop motion animation for Wallace and Gromit on Netflix, it still looks spectacular. From the small town to the character designs to some of the action scenes. There is so much effort and dedication to making these scenes feel very smooth and swift, and just have that attention to detail to the houses, to the character costumes, everything about it. You can feel every single scene had someone or a group of people just spending hours crafting that one scene. And I love that about stop motion animation, and it's within this film constantly. We have a film where Wallace is now dependent on technology, his smart gnome. He's relying on all these gnomes to do work for him as he relaxes. And it's bizarre that a film that is poking fun at reliance on technology and AI and all of that comes from stop motion animation. I found it very ironic. I love that this film was bold to have that sort of story, and it really paid off, where we see Wallace, and a lot of people like ourselves are reliant on technology, and we see that it is separating Wallace and Gromit throughout this movie. And it's up to Gromit to try to save everything and figure out exactly what is going on. And that's where we have Feathers McGraw behind it all. This is the return of the villain penguin from the Wrong Trousers from 1993. He takes revenge on Wallace and Gromit and reprograms these gnomes. Feathers McGraw is one of the best villains of this year. For the Seattle Critics Society, I voted for Feathers McGraw to be the best villain of this year. He was very menacing within this film without doing a lot. The subtle expressions on his face, what he's able to accomplish within this film. I found him to be quite menacing, but also just it to be a bit comedic as well. So there was that nice balance for Feathers McGraw, and he really shifted up the tone of this movie and brought some intensity to it. But all that satire surrounding Feathers McGraw and him being a villain, but he is a penguin, it's absolutely charming and hilarious within this film. This movie had me laughing from beginning to end. If it's Wallace and his dependence on technology, to all of the gnomes in here, to Gromit trying to get Wallace's attention, there is a lot of jokes and a lot of satire within it that makes the film have such a nice pace to it. You utilize the technology storyline to further these characters and have some realization for Wallace, and realizing that he is focused on technology a little too much. There's enough action at the end as well, with the stop motion animation looking really good. But I love the story and the message that they were trying to convey with people's reliance on technology. They did it in a fun way, but also had some heart to it, and they got their message across. Real quick, if you're interested in seeing Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Fowl, give this video a thumbs up, and if you have seen the film, comment down below with your overall thoughts on the movie. If you'd like to see more exclusive content from me, consider joining my channel as a member, and there you can unlock exclusive movie reviews and ranking videos. While I did think Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Fowl was a really good Aardman film and utilized stop motion animation to their advantage, there was a lot of times that they utilized dialogue within it. You've seen a lot of the shorts, and what Aardman does so well is that they are able to move the story forward with a lack of dialogue. If you've seen like Shaun the Sheep, the perfect example of limited or no dialogue, to where you can still have the gags and the story told throughout. And at times with Wallace and Gromit, it does become a little bit heavy on that dialogue. It's exposition scenes or characters having conversations that go on for a little too long. It takes away from some of the gags in the natural development of this film. But that's just a very small nitpick for me. Conversations seem to go on for just a little bit too long, but that is something I can easily overlook because I absolutely loved Vengeance Most Fowl. It's a lot of fun. I had a smile on my face. I love the stop motion animation, the satire on technology. Feathers McGraw, he was hilarious, very menacing throughout. I had a blast watching this film. I'm gonna go ahead and give Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Fowl a B+. Thank you guys for checking my review for Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Fowl, the new Aardman film. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.